Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk about all major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much, much more. I'm Chris, and today we have some Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness news coming directly from the mouth of the Scarlet Witch herself, Elizabeth Olsen, where she talks about how surprised fans are going to be. We'll go over the quote, we'll break it down, and I'll give you a few theories for what I think this means moving forward for Doctor Strange and for MCU Phase 4. Just a reminder for you guys, we're still giving away a Stormbreaker from the Marvel Legends series set. All you need to do to enter the giveaway is subscribe to this channel and subscribe to the Cosmic Wonder. We'll be picking a random comment at the end of the month for our winner, so good luck. Also be sure to check out our other socials in the description box down below: Twitter, TikTok, and Discord. Join up for more daily content. Now, following the events of WandaVision, we know that the Scarlet Witch, who is now the Scarlet Witch, is going to be a pivotal character in the Multiverse of Madness. We know this because Kevin Feige had already told us directly she's working on the set. We knew she was going to be involved, and once we saw the Darkhold, it was kind of game over for any questions as to whether or not she was going to be involved in multiverse manipulation and possibly even some more crazy demon summonings that Doctor Strange is ultimately going to have to deal with. She recently opened up with a Spanish glamour magazine called Explica, and she gave us a pretty cool in-depth look as to her mindset of the character, and even started talking about some Doctor Strange tidbits of news that would get us excited. She started off by saying, "I have spent the last 7 years playing this character, and she has changed and grown with me. But it wasn't until WandaVision and now Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness that I felt a sense of ownership and creative license with her." And we actually see this transformation in WandaVision. You can see the confidence Elizabeth Olsen has with the character, and the confidence that the character develops as well, as she's kind of figuring out what her powers really are and what she's actually capable of. It's been said by Kevin Feige before that the Scarlet Witch is probably the most powerful character in the entire MCU, and we actually got a little taste of that for the first time in WandaVision, and we're left on a gigantic cliffhanger with her as she was studying the Darkhold and potentially trying to find a way to bring her kids back into her reality. Whether that's from a different multiverse or some crazy spell she's going to learn, we'll have to wait and find out. Then we get the tease for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where she says, "Every Marvel movie is unique, and this one is sure to surprise fans. I can't wait to see your reaction, especially when it comes to the WandaVision part." Now, this was in reference to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and she says this one is very unique, and she can't wait to see the surprise reaction of fans, especially with the WandaVision part. Now, she referred her interaction with Doctor Strange as the WandaVision part, which for me is very telling and very giving, that is going to pick up exactly from what we saw in WandaVision. To refer to any part of any movie as a different movie's part, it is very, very clear that that's going to have a heavy involvement in what happens in Doctor Strange. So the events of WandaVision will lead and connect directly to Doctor Strange, which we kind of already knew. We actually were expecting a Doctor Strange cameo, and Kevin Feige even said he actually had plans for one, and that all of those weird commercials were actually coming from Doctor Strange trying to reach Wanda in her subconsciousness. So we already know there is a heavy connection here, and that's not much of a surprise, but it's good to hear that and get that confirmation and start getting a visual for what Wanda's role is going to be moving forward. She then talks about the surprise of the fans and how we're not necessarily ready for what we're going to see. Now, for me, this means a few different things. Potentially that we're going to see Wanda, or the Scarlet Witch now, play a villain in the Multiverse of Madness, as she now is aware that nobody can manipulate her powers. She is in charge. She is a supreme being, and we even heard from Agatha that she is more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme, who right now is Doctor Strange. So she's probably going to have a little bit of that power go to her head, knowing that nothing can stop her from getting her children back, or finding Vision, or getting Vision back, or however she needs to do it, and she's going to run with that, and her intention is going to be to create her family and her perfect world again, much like in WandaVision, but again, much like in WandaVision, she's going to do some crazy and probably bad things in order to do that, and it'll be up to Doctor Strange to fix all of that, as well as all of the other stuff Doctor Strange is going to have to put back together in this film. When it's all said and done, this leaves me with just a few questions. One, can we expect the Scarlet Witch to be a good or bad player in Multiverse of Madness? 2, what exactly are the consequences of Wanda using the Darkhold? Is it simply the opening up of the multiverses as she tries to discover how to bring her children back and that kind of throw things into chaos? Or are there some more deeper consequences like the releasing of certain demons or entities, much like Chthon or maybe Mephisto, as she's trying to bring her children back? Which will ultimately lead her to realize that she's made a huge mistake and she'll join the good guy side again and help Doctor Strange put the multiverse back into order. And then my last question is kind of a red herring, it's kind of out there. It's how does Loki series, which we know deals with timelines and multiverse issues, and potentially Spider-Man, which seemingly has some type of multiverse thing going on here, and we know that from Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, who's coming from the Sam Raimi universe, and of course we're expecting to see a few other characters, namely Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, although that's not confirmed yet. We do know there is some type of multiverse manipulation going on here. So the question is, what are the ramifications of this movie and the series with Loki, and how are they going to connect to the Multiverse of Madness, if at all? It seems like if all of this timeline and multiverse manipulation is going on with Spider-Man and with Loki, and then we have a movie called The Multiverse of Madness with the Scarlet Witch who has the Darkhold, all of that's probably going to have one huge payout together, and we'll have to see what that is, or if we even get a conclusion to the Multiverse of Madness by the end of this Doctor Strange movie. It's possible that there will be a continuation, and we'll have to see what that connecting point is after this movie comes out, and we're going to get some more information about that very soon when Loki does release. All in all, Phase 4 is shaping up to be a spectacular rebuilding phase for the MCU. We're getting a lot of new characters who are stepping up and feeling comfortable in this outfit that they're wearing and the role that they're playing, much like what Elizabeth Olsen says. We're seeing that with Falcon, or now Captain America, the Scarlet Witch, who is now feeling very comfortable in this role, and also with Spider-Man, Loki, many others who are going from secondary characters to center stage. So overall, I'm very excited to see what the remaining future of Phase 4 has for us, and what the consequences of the Darkhold and the multiverse spiraling into madness has for the future of the MCU. This could potentially lead to the Midnight Suns being formed in order to bring back and slay all of the demons and terrible characters that are released from the Multiverse of Madness, or even the Illuminati, which Doctor Strange will put together in order to protect the reality as we know it, as he is in charge of defending. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. A cool little tidbit coming from Elizabeth Olsen today, and definitely a cool insight to Multiverse of Madness, the second Doctor Strange movie coming out very, very soon. Be sure to drop down in the comment section and let me know what you think and what your thoughts are. Also, chuck a like on this video if you found it helpful, useful, or entertaining, and we'll see you in the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.